Hi guys, it's Jay. It's been a while. I apologize. I think my last video was last year. It's been a hot minute, I know. But I have been still collecting, here and there. Just not as much as I used to. But I do want to bring you guys today some coins. It's about 10 to 12 if I'm not mistaken. And some specialty sets here that I have. We're gonna jump right into it. Let's look at the specialty sets first. Which one should we go for? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's go for Dune first. So Dune was originally a book, and they turned it into a motion picture film. I am going to be upfront. I have neither read the book or seen the movie, but this was a phenomenal price. I bought it, I think it was for 300 flat, and on AppMex and everywhere else it's like 450 or something like that, brand new. It was a killer deal. So this brings not only a silver 1 ounce coin, but it does bring gold as well. It brings a 1/10 ounce fine gold grain, which is supposed to mimic the so-called special spice from the movie slash book. I really should take the time to, go into the series. So let's dig right in. Let's take a look at the silver coin first. It is absolutely beautiful. So Dune is set in a kind of like a desert setting planet kind of thing, if I'm not mistaken. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool, not gonna lie. I think the movie's actor, the main actor's name is Timothy Chalamet or something like that. I'm not too sure. I'm not really good with movies or actors or anything like that. So each one of these little spice containers contain 1/20 ounce of gold, and together they make one tenth of fine gold. This alone, if I'm not mistaken, is about 250 at the time, or at the time I bought it, 280, 250 in gold. It's incredible. It's incredible how high the cost of gold has gotten. But look at the presentation. It's just gorgeous. And if you've seen in my previous videos, I love collecting novelties like this. I have a bunch of silver novelties, characters, movies, games like Mortal Kombat, silver novelties. And it's just one of my favorite things to collect. So I had to bite when I saw the price. So let's move this on the side. Next up, we have from the Royal Mint. Sorry about that. I took a quick pause to get a sip of water. So we have here the Great Seal commemorating King Henry VIII. It is absolutely stunning. It brings a super big pamphlet with really nice art that talks about the king himself, Henry VIII. So I can tell you a little bit about it. It is a 1 ounce fine silver 999. This is the certificate of occupancy. Not occupancy, I'm so sorry. Certificate of authenticity. I am so sorry. I said occupancy because I have a friend who's buying a house, and we were talking about houses and whatnot. So my brain just went to home purchasing. So we can open this here as such. The presentation is beautiful. All right, so we see Mr. Henry in all his glory. The obverse is Henry VIII seated upon his throne, holding his royal regalia, which is a orb and specter in each hand. And the legend surrounds the king. I'm not entirely sure what the legend is. I think I wrote it down. Let me look at my notes real quick. If I'm not mistaken, it says all things are joined by order and stand firm by treaty. Now the other side is just as pretty. Let me see if I can fix this lighting so you could see it better. Let's see. Oh, that just made it brighter. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I think that worked. So, right here, the reverse is the arms of England and France. Oh, so the motto that I just told you is the motto for here in the back. The all things are joined by order and stand firm by treaty. It's so beautiful. Such a gorgeous coin. Oh, and there you go. You see Mr. Henry here. Much better. All right, now let's put him back. So it comes in a magnetized case. Right here. Let's put all his papers back. Alright. So now we zoom in a little. Alright. To not look at my ugly desk. And now we get into the good stuff. So our first coin that we're going to look at is a 1615 a quarter taller Teutonic Order from the German states. It is silver, weighs 7 grams. So the obverse is a caped duke standing with a long sword on his right hand. There's also a lion, and there are some inscriptions as well. And the inscription says, Maximilian, by God's grace, Archduke of Austria, Duke of Burgundy, Grand Master of the Teutonic Order. Take a real nice look at him. I am in love with these thalers and the designs of them. Coins like these, you don't find it anywhere today. These coins are just, if only they made coins like this still in this day and age. We gotta bring them back. So the reverse here is an armed and helmeted duke with a lance on draped horseback. And there are 16 shields. And let's see. The coat of arms of the Grand Master of the Teutonic Order is right here below. Stunning coin. So let's go next. Now we're going to a 1855-A, German state city of Hamburg. It is 37.5% silver. The obverse is the letter I between two stars. It says shilling, the date below, as well as the mint mark. And in the back, we have a gorgeous design of the Hamburg crest, which is a castle with 3 towers. Right there, maybe. Yep, that's a nice shot right there. Beautiful coin. I'm a sucker for these types of coins. Next up, we have a 1928 200 cash from the Honan province of Republic of China. Oh, there goes me holding it upside down. There we go. It's made of copper, and it's 29.9 grams at 42 millimeters. The obverse is right here. It is a wreath with a flower in the center, with Chinese letters around. And if I'm not mistaken, some of the translation is the Republic of China, its worth, which is 200 cash, and the composition, which is copper. And back here, it is crossed flags with flowers on both sides. They're kind of faded here, but you can tell that there were flowers here, right here. This looks like a Cara lily. Not sure what kind of flowers they are, though. And the lettering is Honan and 200 cash. It is a very, 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 very beefy coin. Look at the thickness of it. Super nice. I have been trying to get into Asian coinage. I love all types of coins, every type of country. I know some of you guys have seen almost all my videos, and you guys notice that I collect anything and everything. I really don't discriminate when it comes to coins. I think they're all gorgeous. I think they're all beautiful. They all have their history. Everyone went to war. Everyone had different kings. Every king ran things differently. So, now this is a 2015 $1 Australian. It's a bullion. You can say it's a bullion because it is 1 ounce silver kookaburra. But it is a commemorative issue, which is the 25th anniversary of the Australian Kookaburra Bullion Coin Series. Let's see if I can. There we go. It is gorgeous. I want to send it to grade, but I think it's kind of silly to maybe send bullion to grade. but it's just a stunning, stunning, stunning coin. So the obverse is the fourth portrait of Queen Elizabeth II herself. She's facing right, and she is wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. And the reverse, which is one of my favorite reverses that exists, it is a kookaburra on a tree stump. And the lettering is the Australian kookaburra, 1 ounce, 999 silver, from the years 1990 to 2015. I love shiny. Ooh, shiny. Let's put that in here. Let's go next. Now, next up, we have Queen Elizabeth again. This time, this is a 2020 Niue. I always have trouble pronouncing it. This is $2. It can also be considered a bullion, but to me, they're all coins. This is also a commemorative issue, which commemorates the Owl of Athena. So the obverse is the bust of Elizabeth II to the right, and above is, the lettering that says Elizabeth II, Niue, $2, and on the bottom it says the year of the coin. Now the reverse is an owl on a branch with the crescent moon, an olive branch, and not only that, but down here it says 1 ounce, 999 fine silver. Very pretty. I'm also a sucker for anything that has owls on it. I'm a sucker for everything. Alright, so this next one is, let's take it out from here. This one is a 2021 2-pound from United Kingdom. The obverse is the 5th crowned portrait of Queen Elizabeth II facing right, and she is wearing the George IV state diadem, and there is a legend around. If I'm not mistaken, this legend says Queen Elizabeth by the grace of God. I completely forgot to look it up, but I think that's what it is. I'm horrible at legends. So the back, it says 1 ounce 5 silver with the purity 999. On the bottom it says the year, and the image is of St. George wielding a spear and riding into battle on his horse, and he is facing off with a dragon. What a badass. What a badass. Stunning. So let's put that on the side because the next one is coming. This one here is a 1966 Monaco 10 francs. I'm not sure if this is cleaned or not. I want to say it is, because if you see right here in this angle, you see a little bit of scratch marks. Yeah, but it does have some nice luster. Anyway, about the coin. This is 90% silver. and it is a commemorative issue commemorating the 110th anniversary of the ascension of Prince Charles III. And who was Prince Charles? He was the Prince of Monaco and the Duke of Valentinos from the 20th of June, 1856, until his death. He was the founder of the famous casino in Monte Carlo, and he was also born in Paris as the only son of Florentin, Prince of Monaco, and Maria Carolina Gilbert de la Metz. Oh, and also he is not to be confused with King Charles III as the UK's king. They are two different people. So right here, this side of the coin here is the head of Charles III facing right, with the denomination 10 francs below. The commemorating the years I assume he reigned, and his name. And also back here, it is the coat of arms of the Principality of Monaco, the date below of the coin, which is from 1966. Prince of Monaco, Prince de Monaco. Really pretty stuff. Alright, time to go back in. Now, what is next? Ooh, we are going to go to South America right now. And we are going to pull out a very nice 1921 Mexican dos pesos. It is 90% silver. It is a commemorative issue of the 100th anniversary of Mexico's independence. So right here in the obverse, it is the winged victory and the letters dos pesos on the left, and on the right it tells you the weight, which is 24 grams, plata pura, pure silver. And this design is just stunning. So okay, now we look at the back here, and on the back here we have the national arms. The eagle is facing left, attacking the snake, and we have the lettering Estados Unidos Mexicanos, which is the United States of Mexico. And we have here the dates. This down here are dates, which is 1821 to 1921. And right here is the mint. So a little fun fact about this coin: it was authorized to have a mintage of 3 million, but only 1,270,000 were produced. So now let's go to another one that's not really all that common. I think it's a metal, if I'm not mistaken. So this is a 1970 Mexico Executives medal. It weighs 20.16 grams. And these medals were designed to celebrate various themes throughout Mexico history. So back here we have the coat of arms for Mexico City. And in the front here, we have symbols of Mexico industry, including shipping, agriculture, and a factory. Progreso Nacional. National progress. Take one final look at it. There we go. That's a nice shot. Right here it says City of Mexico on the top, Ciudad de Mexico, October 1970. Alright, let's put these away. And my final coin, a super pretty Ankh 1945 Philippine 20 centavo. It is silver, 75%. The rest is copper. The obverse is a standing woman holding a hammer on an anvil, and in the back there is a smoking volcano right here, right there. The luster on this coin is just to die for. Look at that, it dances in the light. So the lettering around the front says 20 centavos, and down here it says Filipinas, which is Philippines, so 20 cents Philippines. Okay, let's see if I can focus. Yes, I can. And the reverse is the coat of arms in the Philippines, and around it says United States of America, Commonwealth of the Philippines, and the year, which is 1944. Back here it also looks so stunning. But yeah, thank you guys so much for sticking by my side, waiting for me to come back. I am truly blessed to have these coins, and not only that, to be able to show you guys these coins. It makes me so happy to, educate you guys a little bit, share my passion with you guys, and hopefully I won't take too long for the next video. I have so much stuff in store that I would love to share with you guys. But yeah, that's all for today. Thank you so much for coming by.